Bonjour Anishinaabeg. Welcome to Red Mic Podcast. Hey, bonjour Anishinaabeg. Welcome to episode 2 of Red Mic Podcast. I'm here with the brother, James Cloud III. I didn't realize you were a third until we did this powwow.
Oh, yeah?
And we had to do your paperwork.
Yeah.
I was like, the third? Like, I was thinking that was your son, and your son's name is Jay Sell.
Yeah.
So what was your impression of the powwow this evening?
Oh, that was a crazy turnout, huh?
Yeah, man, it was.
I wasn't expecting so many people to show up.
Same. Like, well, I mean, I kind of did actually, because like whenever we do stuff in Panema, people really appreciate any kind of event or something going on up here. So I was thinking like a powwow up there. I figured there'd be at least all the usuals.
Yeah.
So yeah,
definitely. So we started like a thing last year. We've been doing round dances up here.
Well, when do you guys usually do your round dances?
Winter time. Just whenever people plan them.
Okay. Is it like you guys have a set date every year?
No.
Just kind of whenever?
Yep.
That's what's up. So like, has it always been like, the big drum, the powwows happen during like, the late spring, summer, early fall, and then like round dance or roundies or like kind of like during the winter time?
Yeah. Yeah, the powwows slow down a lot when it starts snowing.
Yeah.
So right now we probably have a few round dances coming up.
So when did you start singing?
Oh. When I was younger, I used to say it was when I was 2. Growing up, I always said, people always ask, when did you start singing? I always said 2. So, yeah, I'd say about 2 years old, started on my grandpa's lap. Just like, that's pretty much how everybody starts.
Your grandpa, Wesley?
No, James, the third. I'm the third.
So, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So then Wesley
would be my uncle.
Okay. All right, yeah, I knew there was.
Yeah, they were all there though.
And then, how did P-Town Boyz come? How did that start?
Well, we're all family. We all started up at the Panema school. We had our own the school drum. There's a whole mixture of people from Panema, but eventually, it might have been maybe our dads, moms, uncles. They all put us together. We all sang. They put us together. It was about the year 2000. This powwow up here, Panema Labor Day. So year 2000, we used to sing with the school drum, and we wanted to sing with our family drum. They were the Panema Ramblers, but they were all the older guys, uncles, dads. So I think they figured it'd be cool to just, get them their own drum. So they sent someone to go pick up the school drum. It was this massive, big brown drum. They don't have that drum anymore, but it was this big thing.
You know what happened to it?
No.
So
maybe it's still over there.
So about 2000, you would have been like 10?
Yeah, about 9, 10.
So who would you consider, well, to the best of your memory, who are like the original members of P-Town Boyz?
So let's see. My cousin Tony Cloud, his brother Bryce. Those are the brothers. Then we had Eldon Cloud. It's my first cousin. Neil Johnson, my cousin. Brian Stillday. And I hope I don't forget anybody, and forgive me, bros, if I do. But it was us 6 that I remember for sure. Tony, Bryce, Brian, Neil, Eldon, me, 6 of us.
And then like who were like some other guys that kind of jumped on as you guys kept singing? Definitely,
it was family, a lot of cousins more. We had Travis Dow, Trevor Kingbird, Joe Perkins, the late Michael Kingbird Sr. Let's see who else we had. Man, there was a lot. That Ryan Haltison sang with us for a while. I heard he wants to come back. That's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That'll be awesome, man.
I hope he does.
So let's see. Man, I could keep going and going with, all the boys that have been through the drum. Tyrone Dow, Carter Dow, Jordan Dow, all the Dow boys.
Yep.
Yeah, they all rolled through. Let's see who else we had. We have friends from Red Lake too that we would pick up too. Cleveland Boyz from Menominee, we picked them up, or from the Ho Chunk Station crew.
Okay.
Yeah, just all kinds of people we picked up.
When you said Panema Ramblers, like I forgot about that until you mentioned that just now. And I feel like I used to hear that name at the Red Lake Powwows a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
What do you know about the Panema Ramblers?
Once again, yeah, family drum. My dad, grandpa, uncles. That was all their drum. It was like the same deal that we had. Their cousins, their brothers. Yeah, that's about. They switched that name about. This is around 2002. They switched their Black Bear Crossing now. But yeah, that's the same drum. It's just the younger fellas now.
I was talking with your mom at the language and culture camp in Panema last year.
Yeah.
And she was mentioning that you guys were Old Crossing. Or wait, did I say that right? Or
yeah.
What? Yeah, so was that just like a new name for P-Town Boys? Or was that like a combination of other singers?
No, it was the same singers. Over time, our core started to get, a lot smaller. You get guys having families and stuff now, and we just thought that it was time to change the name. But once we did it, it felt right at the time. But, we just reverted back to the P-Town. That was where our heart was, so... We're all back now, and all the boys are starting to come back. We're starting to invite everybody back again. They're starting to ask to come back on their own, man. It's pretty cool. It's like a wave.
That's what's up. Your mom was saying that you guys got to name your next CD Boys to Men. Since you guys ain't boys no more, bunch of grown men now.
The thing with that is that powwows, we try to do the P-Town, drop the boys. Half the boys would be saying, we're not boys no more. Not boys no more. We put P-Town, the MC comes up, okay, P-Town Boys. We couldn't let it go, so it don't matter. If we put P-Town, we'll get called P-Town Boys anyway, so it's cool.
So, like, how much do you remember about your songs that you would upload on Bebo?
The hand drum ones?
Yeah.
I remember the garage ones pretty well. Mm-hmm. That was where it all started with the hand drum.
Who was it that you kicked in the ass when you were singing that one? Somebody was like walking like out, I think, and you were like in the middle of singing and you're just moving around and you just like booted somebody in the ass.
The only one I could think of is Neil. Neil was always there out at my house with me. We'd always mess around. Maybe it wasn't, but that's the first name that came to mind, Neil.
You know which video I'm talking about?
No.
No? Okay, because the song you sang, it was like, I'm pretty sure that was the one. It was like a really popular, I want to say Northern Cree song at the time.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. You had a few videos on Bebo. For all the youngsters who watch this, Bebo was like our generation's Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
This was the social media that everybody had in Red Lake at that time.
Yeah.
And I remember your Bebo was like extra popping because you were uploading the videos, singing on the hand drum. I don't remember if it was like, if you could share it or you could post it on your wall or something.
Yeah.
But like, I just remember your videos would get like, 90, 100 or whatever amount of, I don't think it was called shares because that's what Facebook is.
I think it was like embedding.
Embedding?
You can embed videos on your page.
Yeah, like some MySpace shit.
Yeah.
Where it was like you take that and like with the background. Remember like people used to get good at the backgrounds for Bebo?
Yeah. I always wished I was that dope. I just had the videos. That's all I had going.
Hey, that shit was dope though because like there was only a handful of guys in our high school at the time that were singing, so like it was like we all watched your stuff. Like when it came to like people in our high school at the time, like there was like I remember, well, I guess just for like another genre of music, like we followed Saul DeJarly with his rapping, and then there was you. All I can think of is you right now, but I feel like there was somebody else who was like singing back when we were in high school and would post it on like MySpace and Bebo.
I remember Joe Perkins did it a few times, and he was awesome, man. He had a real nice voice. Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you think is there any like new? Well, does the P-Town Boys have? You guys have? I know you guys have one CD for sure. Have you got how many albums? Do you call them albums?
Yeah.
Okay. How many albums have you guys made?
We just did the debut, and then we all got older. That was the movement was P-Town there for a while. Yeah. But then we just slowly started to do our own things and go our own ways. So we never really got around to it. It was like 2 years ago we tried recording. I bought this nice recorder, recorded a few songs just to test it out. So, we want to do it soon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what do you? What's your thoughts on the Young Creek drum group? They were tonight for the 7th Generation Powwow. It was a youth-based powwow, and our Boys and Girls Club staff thought we should have a youth drum be the host.
Yeah,
something different. And I guess I don't know if they're the only one, but I guess anyone who's like all youth, it was Young Creek.
Yeah.
So like, what's your impression on those boys right now?
And flashbacks, man.
Yeah.
It's like I totally seen myself sitting with them. Like I felt like I was young enough to go sit back down and take off with them now. There's a lot of flashbacks, man. They're awesome, dude. They're really good singers. They come from families of singers, and there was a lot of them. Oh, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think it had to be around 10.
Yeah.
10 of them.
Like 10 plus.
I was thinking, because I know June and Cook, the Codwell boys, and little Kevon, and I just figured they had a couple of friends or something.
Yeah.
But like when they all showed up tonight, just to see that whole circle, like it looked like 10, 12 kids.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so dope.
Yeah, those boys love to sing. You could tell.
Yeah, so June and Cook, they've been coming to the club in Red Lake regularly. Have you seen the P-Town? Well, you saw the drum that we got for the clubs.
Yeah.
Yep. Neil Johnson and Brandon Graves, they hit up some dudes from Canada.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of them?
Tribal Spirit?
Tribal Spirit. Shout out to Tribal Spirit for making the custom big drums for the Boys and Girls Clubs here in Red Lake. So, like, what are some things? So, I liked how tonight turned out. It was cool because it's something that's, just, it wasn't happening before. So, the fact that we're doing it now is awesome. I want to keep doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
What could we add to next year's powwow?
Maybe I would say more drums. More drums, yeah. Open to more drums. We had the 3 drums, and that was cool. It was perfect. Tonight was perfect. We had the 3 drums. We had the rotation set up to where it worked. Mm-hmm. But I know that there are more singers that were sitting out in the crowd that probably would have liked to sing. They could have came out and sang too, but they have their own drums too.
Yeah.
They have their own songs too.
Okay.
So sometimes people like to share their own stuff too.
So more drum groups for next year.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned dance specials.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
So how does a dance special work?
Just the same way we did the hand drum contest. You choose the age, and you want it to be fair, because that the older they get, the more advanced they get with their moves. So you want to keep it fair to the little ones too, so they got a shot. And being that it was a youth powwow, maybe we should just keep focusing on the youth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was definitely the idea behind this powwow. We're the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Our services are towards the youth of Red Lake. Mm-hmm. So we thought when I was doing this flyer, I was almost finished up, and I was going to call it. Thanks. I use postermywall.com. It's super easy. So if you ever need flyers, I'll show you.
Okay.
It's So I was gonna do honor the youth, and I was like, God, I feel like I've seen that like so many times. So I Googled it, and sure enough, there's an honor the youth powwow in Oneida.
Oh yeah.
And like a gang of other things called honor the youth. So I was like, pondered a name. There wasn't one called 7th Generation. That's what we call it. It looks
awesome, man.
So that's what we're gonna call it from now on, and more than likely we're gonna do it. We're going to do this powwow the second week of November every year, because this week is considered Native Week for Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it's Heritage Month. So Boys and Girls Club considers the second week in November Native Week. So we're trying to outdo all the other Native clubs a little bit by throwing a powwow.
No, you can never do enough for the youth, man.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. It's preaching to the choir here. So I like what you guys are doing over at Giiwiitaa.
Oh,
and
thanks, man.
I definitely see us collaborating on some things in the future.
Yeah, we're always open.
Ever since I've been working at the club, probably my number one priority was trying to bring more culture into our clubs.
We see it. We do see it.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Like starting Tuesday next week, Vicky Fine she's going to be coming in for language and Ojibwe arts.
Oh, sweet, dude.
Yeah, and then I heard that you and Brendan are going to be coming up this way.
Yeah, we do. We start moccasin games.
Okay.
Also, they asked for drumstick making. Yeah, we have the supplies. We supply all that. We have more guys too, not just Brendan and I, but there's more guys. But they do other things on Tuesdays. So on Tuesdays, 5 to 7 is when we do moccasin game, and we're also gonna have drumstick making available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing we haven't done yet at the club is moccasin game.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely want to expose that to the kids.
Yeah.
Especially since our new painting up there has the moccasin game on it. What'd you think of that painting?
Oh, that was sick, man. That was sick. It totally ties in today's youth with the the old game, old game, moccasin game.
So we were just kind of brainstorming ideas with Jonathan Thunder. Shout out John Thunder, Red Lake Nation. That was kind of the plan, but it was like a last second thing to be like, we knew we wanted to have an image of moccasin game going on.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, it'd be dope if we incorporated something new that the kids recognize. And the first thing that came to my mind was Fortnite. If the kids don't play it, they know what Fortnite is.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if we had some Fortnite players playing moccasin game against some old school EGs? I think the image that he had a reference from was the 1800s. That's how they were dressed like that. So and then on the left side of that painting is the old way, and on the right side is the new way.
Yeah.
That's why up top you got lacrosse, creators game. It's an older game for us, and then of course nowadays the most famous sport up here is basketball.
Yeah.
And so that's Omega up top in the Red Lake jersey. I originally wanted, he was just gonna do a jersey, and then he's like, "Do you want a number?" And originally I didn't want to, because I didn't want to be biased towards anybody.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, or he just talked me into it. He said, we gotta have a number. I said 23, not because of me, because that was mine in high school.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a tribute to my brother, because he was 23.
Oh, awesome.
And then Kevion Kingbird came through, and he said, well, he's right-handed. Bob's left. And I was like, damn. All right, well, I guess it's me. Shout out to Earman for emceeing tonight.
Yeah.
So I thought it went good. Shout out to RC Sounds, Arnold Kingbird, Earl Fairbanks, and the 3-Star Society. Happy Veterans Day to all the vets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought great turnout, a lot of dancers. It's definitely something we want to do every year, and I hope that we could have you be a part of it every year.
Yeah, I would love to, man. Yeah, I had so much fun.
Any announcements from Giiwiitaa or any upcoming powwows for you guys?
Every Wednesday we got the men's night. That's been available. It's always going to be available. We got the men's night. We start at 5 now, not 6. We're trying to end about 10. Tuesdays we're up here in Panema, 5 to 7. Then we have open sewing also too. That's open to the whole community. We do that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we try to be available and do stuff for the community every day of the week. And we have our schedule set up now so the building's always open. Mm-hmm. So we also have a Facebook page. You can check that out. It's Giiwiitaa Odo Dewisuin. You don't got to remember all that, but you can just type in Giiwiitaa. You'll find the page. That's Giiwiitaa. Giiwiitaa. You'll find us.
Yeah, type in those first 9 letters you just said, and then it'll pop up.
Giiwiitaa will do it. Giiwi. No 2 I's.
Where are you guys located?
We're located we're at the old CAP office. That's right in Red Lake next to that church, the hill. It's hard to explain that spot to people because not everybody knows.
Pill Hill. They're in Pill Hill.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Oh yeah, we so we'll definitely be working together in the near future.
For sure, man.
Shout out to P-Town Boys, and it's good to see your son out there. You know, it's like you were just a young DG, and then now it's like you got a little young DG of your own, and he's picking it up just like you were.
Yeah, that's fun to watch.
All right, man. So this is a Red Mic podcast with our guest James Cloud III. Miigwech for tuning in. Peace out.
This is Red Mic Podcast.